In 2021, the CEO of Levi Strauss & Co., Chip Bergh, went on record saying something that would have sounded like total heresy just a few years earlier. During a call with investors, he revealed that wide leg and loose fit denim had surged to nearly half of the company's total revenue. We're talking about a complete, neck-snapping reversal of a 15-year trend in less than 24 months. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the Hemline Index and the secret 20-year fashion loop that dictates exactly what you're going to wear before you even realize you want it. You'll finally understand the exact psychological rebellion happening in your closet and why the clothes you think are cool today are the same ones you'll be making fun of in 10 years. But honestly, if you skip this, you'll miss the specific economic warning sign that suggests baggy jeans aren't just a trend. They might actually be a signal that the global economy is headed for a rough patch. How did the skinny jean, a garment that literally dominated the entire planet for nearly 2 decades, become a style crime almost overnight? It feels like we woke up one day and the internet just decided that if your pants aren't dragging on the floor, you're basically a dinosaur. But this isn't just about TikTok kids being mean or Gen Z trying to start a fight. It's a mystery that involves a messy collision of biology, economic cycles, and a massive generational war for identity. To understand the shift, we have to look at how fashion moves from the fringes of society to the center of the shopping mall, and why we are currently obsessed with looking as unstructured as possible. To understand why we're all wearing clown pants now, we have to look back at the reign of the tight. From about 2005 to 2018, the silhouette of the era was slim. It started with Hedy Slimane at Dior, who sent these razor-thin models down the runway, and it trickled down into the indie sleaze movement. If you were alive then, you remember the look. Messy hair, skinny ties, and jeans so tight they looked like they were painted on. If your jeans weren't cutting off your circulation, you weren't doing it right. We spent years obsessed with the thigh gap and spray-on denim that required a workout just to pull over your ankles. But every trend follows what experts call an S-curve. It starts with the rebels and the rock stars, hits the mainstream, and then reaches a total saturation point where it can't go any further. Once you see your middle school math teacher or your suburban dad wearing distressed skinnies at a backyard barbecue, the cool factor is officially dead. Fashion isn't really about the clothes themselves. It's about changing the human shape to look new and different from the previous generation. For 20 years, we were obsessed with the inverted triangle. Big hair, maybe some shoulder pads or a leather jacket, and tiny needle-thin legs. Now, we've completely flipped to a rectangle or an A-frame shape. We want the bottom of our outfits to be heavy and the top to be cropped. It's a total reset of how we see the human body and how we want to present ourselves to the world. So, why did this happen right now? There's a concept called the 20-year rule, or Laver's Law. James Laver was a fashion historian who realized that fashion cycles operate on a 20-year lag.
This is basically the time it takes for a generation of kids to grow up, get jobs as creative directors at big brands, and start referencing their own childhoods because they're feeling nostalgic. The Y2K resurgence we saw explode in 2022 aligns perfectly with the 2002 peak of baggy skate culture, pop punk, and oversized streetwear. We're just reliving the Avril Lavigne and Tony Hawk era because the people in charge of making clothes now were 10 years old back then, and they want to recapture that feeling. Think of it like a pendulum. The further you pull it toward tight and restrictive, the harder it eventually has to swing back toward oversized and loose. It's an almost physical law of the universe at this point.
If you're starting to see how your own closet is basically just a pawn in this 20-year game, hit that subscribe button. We've got a lot more to cover, and we're jumping into the comfort crisis next. We're going to see how your sweatpants actually change the way the world looks. But the timing of this shift wasn't just about nostalgia or 20-year cycles. We have to talk about 2020.
The pandemic acted as a, quote, great reset for how we feel about physical discomfort. For 2 years, most of us lived in sweatpants, leggings, and pajamas. We realized that hard pants, you know, that stiff, non-stretch denim that digs into your waist when you sit down to eat, were actually the enemy. Our brains kind of broke during those months of isolation. When the world finally opened back up, we weren't ready to go back to the prison of skinny jeans. Baggy jeans offered a perfect loophole. They gave us the silhouette of, quote, getting dressed and looking trendy, but they felt like sweatpants. It was the pajamification of society, where comfort became the ultimate status symbol. But wait, the psychological reason for this shift goes way deeper than just being lazy on a Zoom call. There's a tribal war happening, and your pants are the uniform. Fashion is a language, and Gen Z used the, quote, wide leg as a visual border to separate themselves from millennials. To a 20-year-old today, skinny jeans aren't just, quote, old. They represent a specific era of, quote, try-hard energy, girl boss hustle culture, and what they call chuggy aesthetics. It's the uniform of rebellion. If the older generation owns the skinny silhouette, the only way for the youth to be new is to be the exact opposite. If your mom is wearing skinnies, you have to wear flares or baggy fit denim. It's the only way to signal that you're part of the new guard and that you aren't stuck in 2012. Does this make you want to defend your skinny jeans or just burn them? Tell me in the comments. I'm reading every one of them to see if the skinny jean defense force is still alive or if everyone has moved on to the wide leg life. Now, let's get into the part that might actually scare you. There's a historical correlation called the Hemline Index. It was a theory created by economist George Taylor in 1926. He noticed that when the economy is booming and the bull market is charging ahead, skirts get shorter and clothes get tighter and more revealing. But when things get shaky and we enter a bear market or a recession, fabric starts to flow. Clothes get longer, looser, and more modest. It's as if our clothing reflects our collective confidence in the future. Look at the 1920s. Loose, flowing flapper dresses were everywhere during the boom, but they were also a sign of liberation. Then the 1930s hit with the Great Depression, and everything became more structured, longer, and safe. Baggy jeans often signal a subconscious desire for protection or hiding during chaotic times. When the world feels unstable, politically, economically, or environmentally, we want to disappear into our clothes. We want a buffer between us and the outside world. Baggy clothes are like a wearable security blanket that keeps us safe from the harshness of reality. This exact same pattern predicted the fall of the 90s grunge movement too. When the economy feels big and scary, our clothes get big to match. And hold on, this next part changes everything because we can see this playing out in real time with the biggest brands on earth. Take a look at the Levi's 501. It's the most iconic jean in history, the gold standard of denim. But a few years ago, Levi's realized their classic slim fit wasn't cutting it anymore for the younger crowd. They literally re-engineered the 501 90s edition to be anti-fit. They made it intentionally slouchy and loose because they knew if they didn't lean into the baggy revolution, they'd lose an entire generation of customers who refuse to wear anything that hugs their calves. Then you have the Balenciaga effect. High fashion brands started pushing these ugly aesthetics, oversized, distorted proportions that look almost ridiculous to the untrained eye.
Usually it takes 5 to 7 years for high fashion to reach the average person, but because of social media and TikTok, that ugly cool look trickled down from $1,200 runways to $40 Target racks in record time. We are consuming trends faster than ever before, which means the death of a trend happens faster too. The baggy jean is the king right now, but because we see it everywhere on our feeds, we might get tired of it sooner than we think. So what does this all actually mean? Why should we care about the width of someone's denim or the height of a hemline? Because the baggy jean isn't just a piece of fabric, it's a symptom of a world that has shifted its priorities.
We've moved away from conformity and sex appeal and toward comfort and individuality. For a long time, the goal of fashion was to make you look as thin and fit as possible to meet a certain social standard. We were dressing for the external gaze, trying to look good for other people and following strict rules about what looks flattering. But now, we're dressing to be felt. In a digital world where every photo is filtered and every video is curated to look perfect, we crave the messy, the oversized, and the uncurated. We want to feel like humans again, not like mannequins in a store window. The baggy trend reveals that we're tired of the constant pressure to be on and perfect all the time. We want to breathe. We want to move. We want to exist in a space that isn't defined by how tight our waistband is or how much we can suck in our stomachs. Next time you pull on a pair of wide-leg jeans and check yourself in the mirror, just remember, you aren't just following a trend you saw on your phone. You are participating in a century-old cycle of rebellion, nostalgia, and economic signaling. You are a living data point in a 20-year loop that's been spinning since long before you were born. The only real question left is, what will we be rebelling against when 2040 rolls around? Because history is a circle. By then, the baggy jean will be considered boring and old, and the skinny jean will be the brave new look that a whole new generation of kids uses to annoy their parents. The pendulum always swings back, and the things we hate today will be the things we love tomorrow.